This is project JR-CHMS1-00. This experiment was testing the protein between fresh eggs from my backyard chickens and store-bought eggs from a commercial grocery store. The method I used to analyze this experiment was I took 10 eggs from my chickens and 10 eggs from the grocery store, and I tested each egg individually to find the protein level. The results were that the fresh eggs had more protein but remained inconsistent for each egg, while the store-bought eggs remained consistent as a 1 except for one anomaly, which was a 2. My data did support my hypothesis of the fresh eggs having more protein than the store-bought eggs. My results occurred because the chickens that laid the fresh eggs had more opportunities to eat fresh food and wildlife than the chickens that laid the store-bought eggs. The chickens that lay the store-bought eggs never go outside. They only eat the cheap food that the mass productions provide them, while the fresh eggs chickens got more protein and nutrient-filled food as well as many treats and grains. Over the course of this experiment, there were no difficulties. The variable that wasn't able to be controlled was how much protein the fresh egg chickens got every day, since if the weather conditions didn't allow the chickens to go outside, the chickens didn't get extra protein that day. They could have been fixed by giving extra treats those days, or not letting them forage at all during the experiment. If the project were to be done again, the scientists would have tested more eggs to get a better understanding of the data. The practical use for this data and experiment would be if a person were trying to decide if it was worth it to raise egg-laying chickens or just buy eggs from the store. If the experiment were to be expanded, the research and experiment would include if there were any differences in the type of chickens that lay the egg and how much protein the egg has.